Hello everyone, I'm Marco from Radio Emotions and I have the pleasure of being here with the Outliers. Hi guys.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey,
I'm doing well, and you?
Great.
Where are you now? Into different places.
I'm actually based in the Netherlands,
Okay?
and Pete is based in the UK.
In UK.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
just outside of London right now.
Oh, okay, perfect. So let's start from the beginning of your career and your lives. When did you meet for the first time, and when did you realize that you could make music together? And why did you choose the name Outliers?
When did we meet for the first time? I think we met on the phone.
Hmm.
Uh, we were connected by mutual contact, and we've been working for almost a year, I think, on the phone. Uh, it started for my artist project called Deep End,
Depends.
and we were like working on music, writing music, productions, etc. And then I decided to visit Pete last year in August. So I went to London. That was actually the first time we met in person. And during that trip, we spent a few days together, hang out, and we basically got the idea of making remixes of classic tracks. Um, and we started doing that. So we spent a day or two in the studio just finding some cool tracks, working on a few remix ideas, and yeah, we basically took it from there.
Okay, wonderful. And Pete, why did you choose the name Outliers?
Well, I'm afraid it's not that romantic. We're quite we're quite analytical about how we work, and we just had a list of names that just telling each other, can you just write down when you like a name, just put it in the list, and then we'll go through them and make a short list. And it does come from, Malcolm Gladwell. He wrote a book called Outliers, which is about, achieving great success by, not following sort of certain traditional routes. But the name just made a lot of sense to us, and we really liked it, and so we went with it.
Okay, perfect. Falco told me before, but if someone looks at your Instagram and TikTok profiles, they will immediately notice that you are trying to give new life to great success of the past. The most famous song that you have made in the past days is Have you ever seen the rain? Right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it's the most famous song that you've made, most famous remix. How can you work on such an old song and such an important song like this?
You mean how we picked it to work on Have You Ever
Yeah.
Seen
I'm
the Rain?
sorry.
Um, Actually, like Pete said, we are quite analytical, and we were just listening on Spotify to classics, and we made a list of tracks that resonated with us, of which one of them was Have You Ever Seen the Rain? And how we usually work is that we do like tracks, but not every track works well in a remix. So what
Hmm.
we basically do is we start remixing them, making short edits for like 30 seconds to see how it feels and if it works. Some of them work, some of them don't. And Have You Ever Seen the Rain was definitely one of them that we really resonated with, and it felt really natural to add like this higher BPM and this vibe to that track. So then we went for it.
Okay, and I think that it's so difficult to bring new life a song that is made in 1970. I think it's not simple work.
Um, yeah, it depends a bit. Like it some tracks are like very natural, and it's some of them are really challenging. So it's for us, it's like one big play. Basically, we go into the studio without any plan, and we start playing around, see whatever works and whatever feels right in that moment. Um, and that's basically also what happened with Have You Seen the Rain? So yeah, I wouldn't say it was really difficult to remix that one because it felt really natural.
Okay, perfect. And when did you made this song? When? I'm sorry.
Was it in the first or in the second?
I think it was the second batch of remixes we did. Um,
Yeah. What we actually
November.
did is like we met in August last year.
Okay.
We started a few IDs, we made a list, and then over a couple of weeks, we worked on remixes remotely. I think we made it back then. And then I went back to London in November, where we started recording all the TikToks in the studio, like the videos you're seeing now on the page. So I think we made it around that time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So when you met in person, you do a lot of remix, then you post it
yeah,
later. Oh, okay, okay,
yeah. Because I'm based in the Netherlands, Pete in London. We have to like schedule a few dates, prepare a lot of remixes together, and then we go into the studio and basically do a lot of content like packed into 3 days, and then we start posting it.
okay. And this song now is signed to B1 Records, Sony Music.
Yep.
Would you have expected it or not?
No,
No.
no. We our goal was like to make remixes for fun, and obviously we had to plan to have some kind of success with it. But the way it took off, like I think it's like 8 or 10 weeks ago that it really took off. We never expected that it would do like this. It like completely exploded in a matter of 2 weeks. Our TikTok page, now our Instagram. Like I think in 2 weeks we were celebrating 100 followers at one day, and I think exactly 2 weeks later we were celebrating like 50,000 followers on TikTok, something like that. Crazy. It exploded.
So this means that it works.
Yeah, for
It's like
sure.
it
Like
works.
yeah,
Okay.
people were
Okay.
were definitely connecting to the remix.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Do you have some remixes that you will publish in the future?
Yeah, right, Pete?
Oh yeah, we've got loads coming. We just we now have to sort of plan it a bit more carefully because we obviously we're involved with B1 and we have a schedule now. So what we'll keep doing is continuing to test things on TikTok and show people clips of things, and then and when we can, we'll start releasing, more music behind this first single.
Yeah. Also, TikTok, I think that is in nowadays is such an important platform to test new music.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. It's really good because we can see, we think we can see what connects. And it's not always exactly accurate because sometimes you'll post on one day and the next day it hasn't done, a huge amount, but then maybe a week later something could happen, which is really confusing. But for us, we definitely get a sense of what seems to work best, and often it's the ones, for me, or you didn't expect. You think, oh, this song is definitely going to work, and it doesn't, and then one that you just didn't think much about, and that then really connects for another reason. But it also isn't the same across all platforms. It's not what works on TikTok doesn't necessarily work on Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah, of course, of course. So we are talking about technology, and I have a question for all the producer and all the DJ I interviewed. What do you think about the AI and in the music industry? If you think that is a positive or negative thing?
As far
Uh,
as I can see it now, it's pretty positive. Like
Positive,
we are using it,
of
um, yeah, to our benefit. For instance,
course.
doing the remixes that we do right now, it's made possible by AI. Like we can filter the vocals out
Hmm.
of an old 70s recording by the use of AI, which wouldn't be that easy like a few years ago even. So I think that that's a very very nice development. And also quite a lot of plugins that we use have like AI built in to analyze tracks, optimize how things sound. So yeah, I think that works very well.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a very good point of view, this. So thank you. And the last question, because we already have done 10 minutes. So if someone wants to hear you live, when can they do it? If you have some live in your schedule. Sorry.
When are we, Falco, when's our world tour starting? Can't remember what the date is.
Mm, I have to double check. Like it's soon to be confirmed. No, to be honest, actually, it's everything took off. Yeah, like I said, like maybe 8 weeks ago.
Okay.
Um, there's definitely some interest. We are getting some booking requests via DM on our social platforms. There's definitely a demand for it. But at this point, we haven't confirmed any bookings yet.
Okay.
It went so quick with the track, which is out now and finding its way on radio. Yeah, that we are building it step by step. So the next step would definitely be doing live shows. So we are basically now preparing that. Like, how would a live show from
Okay.
Outliers look like? What do we want to bring to the people? So we are now discussing that and really developing a show. So yeah, hopefully we can confirm some good shows. Hopefully in Milano too
Yeah,
soon.
hope to see you in Milan, in Italy.
Yeah.
It will be great.
Love, we would love that. Yeah, we're really excited about it. We're already starting to work on the show, so very excited.
Have you ever been in Italy for playing your music?
I played in Milano once actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When?
In 2018, I was on tour with David Guetta,
Hmm.
and he played at I think it's some kind of stadium. I
Okay.
forgot the name, but
Stadium. Forum. Forum Assago.
I I think that's the one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was playing as a support act for David. So then I played in Milano. It was great.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. The Forum is the most famous place to play music in Italy. So
It was huge.
yeah. 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 It
Okay,
is.
so I
It
picked
is.
the right venue.
Perfect. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, hope to see you soon, and thanks for the support on the track.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
so
much,
much.
Marco. Thank you. Have a great day.